What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Love Channel. You know what I'm saying? Hope everybody's doing well. Today we thought we would bring you guys a video
of how we met.
I'm thinking of my story.
Oh my god, you're thinking of all the lies you're about to tell. That's what it is. Yeah.
I'm finna tell
I'm gonna go first.
That's fine.
And I'm gonna tell you how it is, because this is the truth, and then you'll hear the lies. So you really don't even have to watch the lies.
I'll pause you right there because she'll say the truth, but she'll switch the story up a little bit.
That's a lie.
To cover her own ass. So, anyway. Okay. Alright, so just kick it off. Let's go.
Okay, so it all started back in 7th grade. Okay, 7th grade, he was in my class. We started messaging each other. He had a thing for me. He was like obsessed with me, and he would always be, "Good morning, I love you, you're so beautiful," like all this. And he was just so corny, and I kind of liked it at first. So then he kept wanting to hang out, and I kept telling him lies like, "Oh, my mom won't let me," or "I'm sick," or "I have to babysit." He would always try to go to the mall, try to go to the movies, try to go to the pool, whatever. And I always just beat around the bush, and I ended up never hanging out with him. Maybe like 1 or 2 times, and it was really awkward. I don't know. Anyways, so then I don't know what brought it. So I decided to give him a chance. It was like the summer of 2012 when we didn't know. Yeah. Well, 2012?
I don't even remember.
I don't know. It was the summer of 1 year.
It was 7th grade.
I hung out with him at the Robinson pool, at our school pool or whatever, and it was just so awkward. I don't even think you remember that, right?
No.
Okay, yeah, he had a lot of girlfriends, so he doesn't remember. So anyways.
Just go tell everybody, just like, here's the
This is a full blast. So I decided to give him a chance. We started talking whenever we did, I don't know. And we dated in school for 1 day. And that 1 day was so cringy to me. Like, I just couldn't do it with him. I don't know what it was. Like, I liked him, but he was just so extra. And I guess I had never had a boyfriend before, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a boyfriend. And I broke up with him that same day. Like, after I went home from school, I was like, you know what? We're just better off as friends. And he was just like, well, I'm going to marry you one day. You're the love of my life. Like, I'm sorry. I'm going to change for you. Whatever. So then we kind of just stuck it out as being best friends. Well, we go our separate ways. High school, we didn't really talk because...
Yeah.
Don't put your input.
Okay.
We didn't really talk. We just drifted apart. Well, as soon as we both graduated, or really the end of senior year, we started talking again. Like, we would always see each other. We would always, like, talk, like, hey, hi, whatever.
It was cracking.
But we never really, I don't know. We weren't really close. But we graduated, and that's whenever we started growing up on. It was, like, a group of 5 friends. We all literally hung out, like, every day. And throughout that time, me and him became, like, super close, where we were talking, like, nonstop to each other about problems with relationships, family, anything for advice, anything. I would always go to him, he would come to me. And throughout the time, I would say starting the beginning of this year is when I started to, like, literally January, I started to realize that every time he would tell me a story about a girl breaking his heart, or not really breaking his heart, but like a girl
just doing him wrong.
There you go, that's the word. I would get mad, like, why are you letting these girls do this to you? And I would just start to think, like, okay, is this me being a best friend giving him advice, or is this me starting to catch feelings for you because I'm caring for you? Shush your mouth. And so then I started to tell him, I was like, okay, I think I like you. And this little boy, karma came around and got me. I'm just gonna admit it. Because he was like, I'm not ready for a relationship. I really like you too, but I don't even know what excuse he gave. I'm just not ready. I don't believe in love. Like, all this extra stuff. And I'm just like, bro, I'm the realest girl ever. Like, you're going to give me a chance, and I'm going to make you give me a chance. Right?
Yeah, but
No, so anyways, so in January we started like we were both single. We were both just like getting out of a relationship. We're just like, okay, so
what the deal?
yeah, we're just like forget guys and girls, like we're tired of being heartbroken, whatever. Then we started connecting more and more. We were talking literally for like 3 hours a day to each other. Like it was just like so much. And so then I moved in with him just for personal reasons. And it was literally just supposed to be for like a month till I found a place to live. And he was just very welcoming. Shout out to you for that, because I don't know where I'd be at right now. But, so yeah, we moved in with him. I moved in with him. And throughout that time, he was just still being like confusion. He was like, I don't know. I still want to be with you, but then at the same time, I don't want to hurt you. And then this whole time, I'm like, okay, like I will wait for you if you get your stuff together. And I don't normally do that. Like, I don't normally wait for a guy. But, like, for him, it was something different because we've had so many, memories since 7th grade. Like, we've known each other for so long. Yeah, it's just, like, it wasn't a random dude that I'm just like, okay, I'm going to wait for you. So, ended up waiting for him. And we went on, we were on and off so much. Like, he was like, okay, I want you. I'm ready. We would talk, like, we would, like, have a relationship vibe for, like, 2 days. And he's like, I thought about it, but I'm not ready. Then my birthday came around. We had planned a whole weekend trip to Galveston, and it was going to be like a little date, and I low-key thought he was going to ask me out on my birthday at the beach, but that didn't happen. So then he was like, well, I mean, we can still go to the beach, but just as friends. And I was like, that's whack, but whatever. Like, I already planned the trip to Galveston, so let's just go, whatever. So then we go. And then we come back, and then he's like, you know what? We need to be together, but we need to get out of Waco. So that's the end of the story. We are now out of Waco, and we are now together. You're just waiting for all the lies to come out.
I mean, for the most part, everything was spot on. Start back 7th grade. This is how I know it's going to kick off. So I was into her like crazy. I was in and out of relationships, all this and that. I do sound like a hoe.
In 7th grade.
In 7th grade. But anyway, so we kind of got close. You know, I was into her, this and that. I don't know. It's a thing with like foreheads. I got a thing for it.
What the heck?
Just the cranium that you got. It's
oh my God.
Her head used to be bigger than her body. And she looked like a bobblehead.
This is not a diss for me, okay?
No.
Stop.
But anyway.
You're putting me on blast.
I had to just a little bit. And so, you know, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to holler at her, see how it goes. So I did, you know, it went kind of smooth here and there. And then I was just a certain way that she didn't like. So I had to up and change. I had to up and change myself. I was clingy, but it's just because whenever I'm attached to something, like, I want that, if that makes some sense. Y'all know what clingy means.
Yeah.
And so, like, we did date for, like, a day. Next day at school, she's like, you know what, I don't know about this no more. And I was like, God damn, I was heartbroken again. I was like, you basically the girl of my dreams. Over here writing letters to her. Literally like
3-page essays.
Like, yo, I was that corny dude.
Yeah.
But, you know, I was mad interested. But then, you know, after time passed by, whatnot, we go through high school. She's got her boyfriend, and I was in a 2-year relationship, and then went south, and then I just started dogging, and then she and I were still kind of
Owen.
Huh?
Something was in my throat.
Face ass. Anyway, we were still distant until, what, like you said, senior year? Yeah, like late senior year. And like we got back close or whatnot, her friends, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna introduce you to my homeboys. Like, that's cool. Like, we all just kick it and whatnot. So, and that's what it was. We were just really good best friends for a good while. And then she ended up moving out of town. And so it was kind of hard for us to all kick it, you know, like keep it the same and whatnot. But we still kept in contact. And whenever she did come into town, we all kicked it. And, you know,
That's another thing added to my story. I found myself always wanting to come to Waco to hang out with you. Like it was just like, that's when I started realizing, like, what the heck?
Yo. And so her personal reasons, a whole bunch of stuff went south late last year. And same for myself. I got out of a relationship. It just went south. And I was like, you know what? I'm just finna just do me, you know, not worry about anything, not look for anything. It's just gonna come when it comes. And so
I was right there.
So we're over here both giving each other advice, and you know, we feel a sync. We just feel the connection.
We both have the same mentality.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's basically what it was. We both had the same mentality of like, we're tired of the bullshit. We know what we want. We know what we need. What we got to do now. And so she moved in with me. I had an apartment with my homeboys, and you know, she didn't have a place to go coming back into town. So I was like, oh, you could, you know, stay with me until you find out what you want to do or whatever. Me low-key happy she's coming back. And then
you didn't express it at all.
I was damaged.
Sadly. Anyways.
And so she moved back with me. It was weird at first because I wasn't staying with nobody. Like, you know, I had my own room and whatnot, and it was just having another body in my room. I was like, yo, like, keep the shit clean.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I literally kept it clean every day. I didn't talk about our apartment.
I'm
talking about our.
Nah. Anyway. So.
Nothing. Nothing. You have to try with 10 outfits a day, and then you leave the 9 other outfits on the floor for me to hang out.
Yes, that's true.
Anyway, this ain't what that video's about. Go ahead.
Yeah, but anyway, so she moves in with me, and then I get her a job where I'm working at, and then slowly over time we start talking about being together and whatnot. I'm still trying to figure out like what I want to do, because I'm over here just working and struggling. That's all it was. And on top of that, I just got out of a relationship, and so did she. So in my head, I kept telling myself, like, it's too soon to even be anything just because we just got out of a relationship. But I'm not hating on nobody that does that, because, you know, I've done that before and whatnot. But, like...
And also, you were scared if we did get together that you wouldn't be ready and you would leave me, and then we would ruin our history.
I don't want to say she was rushing me, because she really was patient. She'd always tell me, like, I want to wait for you. Like, if you were really gonna be down, then I will wait for you. I said, yeah, of course, but I feel like a booty hole, because you're gonna be waiting. I don't know how long. It could be weeks, it could be months, and I will not be ready. And I feel like I don't want to rush into anything, and you won't get my full potential, because it just won't be fair to you. That's basically where I was in the mindset. Eventually, you know, I started going, and I was like, you know what, she's down. Like, she's already done a whole lot more for me than any other girlfriend. She wasn't even my girlfriend at the time, but more than anybody ever has. And I just started taking in the little things, you know, just appreciating every little thing, and just putting two and together. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I was like, literally the answer right in front of me. Like, I just need to, you know, settle with her. But,
and in my head the whole time, like this whole time, literally 1 week it's yes, 1 week it's no, I'm not ready. 1 week it's yes, I'm ready for you. That whole entire time, I was stressing myself out so much, because I was like, does he not like me? And he's trying not to tell me he doesn't like me because he's my best friend? Or is he really not ready? Or is he really thinking about somebody else? Or like, I just had a whole bunch of thoughts in my head. And then everybody kept coming at me like, why are you waiting for him? Like, what are you doing? Just wasting your time. Like, it literally was from January until you asked me out. It was like probably all summer long. I was just literally waiting. But it wasn't necessarily waiting. Like, he didn't treat me no different. Like, he was still always there for me. Like, we had a good bond as it was being just best friends, which we still kind of had more the whole time, but he just didn't claim it. So yeah, but I mean,
yeah.
I keep interrupting your story.
It's cool, I guess. And if I stop you stopping me, then it's my ass.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
So.
So I forgot what it was.
So you finally put your big boy pants on.
Shut up. I came to my senses finally, and she was unbelievably happy.
And you?
Me, yes, no.
Okay, well, so we.
But I'm just saying you because you were waiting so long and all this and that. Like she said, we came down to Galveston. We took a couple trips, and it was the second trip where
That birthday weekend.
It was her birthday weekend. And we were there down in Galveston, and we just loved the vibe. We didn't think about any problems back home. We didn't think about the bills. We didn't think about work, family, nothing like that. And just keep in mind, we weren't even together still. I was still in my little fucked up phase. But so last day there, we wake up. We're like, man, we don't want to go home. All this and that.
Then whenever we came back from the Galveston trip, that's whenever I was like, okay, I'm gonna move out after this trip, and I was like, I'm gonna find my own place. Like, we need to just separate if this is not gonna work for us. Like, I was giving up, and so then we were still working at the same job together, and we had went for lunch together. That was the day that after work, I was gonna go get all my stuff. I had literally packed everything. I had it all ready to go. I was gonna go after work and just pick it up. So then on lunch, he was like, well, do you want to have lunch together? And I was like, yeah, I do. So then we go eat at this restaurant, and he's like, I'm like, okay, I'm moving out. Like, you have any last words? Like, I was just waiting for him to say, don't go. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go after work and get my stuff and leave. He's like, okay. And I'm just like, are you sure this is what you want? Because once I'm gone, like, I'm gone, there's no turning around. He was like, I know what we need to do. And he was like, we need to get out of Waco, and then we could be together. Or something like, he's like, we just need to get out of Waco because I want to be with you, but it's just Waco has so much negativity and the people. So then that's whenever.
Yeah. But I was in my head.
So then after work, I went and unpacked all my stuff again.
Yeah. I felt bad, but I just sat there to watch her do it. But anyway, no, I was trying to think about the trip we took down to Galveston, and whenever we were done with the trip, on our way back, we went apartment searching.
Oh, that was the third trip. We went again after.
Oh, yeah, I'm tripping.
Because that's whenever we were like, okay, we're going to move to Galveston. So we started looking at apartments. I wrote down, like, so many places. Like, I was doing for real apartment searching. And then we started thinking, like, well, it floods really bad over there, so why don't we move more in Houston south? That way we can be close to Galveston, but not in Galveston. So that's whenever we wrote down a whole bunch of other stuff, scheduled a weekend off, and then we went and apartment search.
Yeah, and it was just crazy how everything turned out. Like, it was from her birthday weekend, you know, just did everything possible. Went to the ferry, went to the beach. We actually went to the movies. So the last day, we wake up, and it's like, we gotta go apartment searching, all this and that. No. Sorry, I apologize. We get our stuff, we pack up. I think we go to the beach one more time. And then we actually end up leaving, and we're like, man, we do not want to go back home. And so it's just the vibe, the negativity, the drama, the people.
Being away from all of it felt good.
Just being away from everything felt amazing, you know, like, we did not want to leave, just period. We crossed the McLennan County line, and we just felt brought down. We felt and all the weight on our shoulders. Like, it was just bad. It was horrible. So on the way, after the whole talk and whatnot, she was just, why don't we just move down here? And I said, that's what I've been wanting to do since graduation. I've always wanted to move back down south, like Houston, Galveston, one or the other. It didn't even matter to me, just because, you know, I love both cities. I love Galveston. This is where I'm from. I love Houston. We used to live here. There's so much to do. There's so much opportunity. And just Waco itself is not somewhere that you want to be the rest of your life. That's just, you will be trapped. It's
just everybody knows everybody. Everybody has a problem with somebody's friend. And it's just a lot of drama.
If it ain't one thing, it's a motherfucking another. We trapped together, and that's my motherfucking brother.
Whatever.
It's down.
Anyways,
She slid in my DMs first.
Oh my god! I was waiting for you to say that. No, I didn't.
Yes, she did. I think I left that out.
You know what? Facebook probably stopped our messages way up there.
Nah.
Whatever. He swears that he slid into my DMs, but little does he know that we used to kick. We used to do all that extra stuff in 7th grade. Whatever. But that's basically our story of how we met.
False information.
Shut up.
Moral of the story: fall in love with your best friend. They may say they're your best friend, but man, I tell you, like, it ain't gonna get no better than that. To be honest with you, I ain't never saw this shit coming.
Oh, I didn't either.
To be where we're at now.
That's another thing I didn't say. I never had feelings for you from 7th grade. Like, throughout the whole time of us just being friends, like, even after graduation, I would look at you, but I never saw it.
I saw a bobblehead when I looked at you.
And I saw a corny man still.
Damn. My nose is big, though.
Oh my god, whatever.
My nose is big.
Anyways, so yeah. That is how we met.
I feel like there was something else that I forgot to mention, though. I know you slid in my DMs.
How many times is that? 4 times you had to mention that?
I think that's 5. But yeah.
Do we want to tell them how many songs you dedicated to me in 7th grade? How many love letters you wrote me?
3 love letters. Maybe 2 or 3 or 4 songs.
A day.
I Want to Be by Chris Brown. With You by Chris Brown.
Beat It Up.
That was no. July.
This is where we gotta
That's
go.
her cough, y'all.
This is where we gotta go.
Yeah, that's I guess that's our cue because that's where it starts, like, waking up everybody in the complex.
Whatever. Stop. This is not a diss track. Quit. Do your call.
Oh, what?
Do your duties.
Do my duties. Oh, yeah. No, I was just. I'm sorry. I was just trying to think of everything, like, to make sure we did clear.
That's it. We get it. You were in love with me the whole time. You really were just waiting for me the whole time. You were obsessed with me all throughout high school. You thought I was just the baddest person ever. But you were just too sissy to own up to it and come to me.
I wouldn't have bitch about nothing. Nothing.
Whatever.
All right. You slid my shit. But anyway.
But I still left you after I slid in it. Oh.
But then karma came around. How long did you wait?
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah. He's ugly. Quit.
Anyway, so we met. She slid in my shit, and then we are living happily ever after so far. And it's just gonna get better, right?
I don't know.
Right.
No, just kidding. Yeah, well, I hope.
Yeah, better shit.
Whatever.
God damn it. I ain't going back to Waco. I'll tell you that right now. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell down below. That way you get notified every time we upload.
That's it.
And that's it.